Hi, thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. Please press subscribe, like, and share to share this video with someone who you think will enjoy it. Now, let's talk about the traits that you need to build wealth. One of them is, well, the first one is courage, determination, thoughtfulness, confidence, persistence, and patience. Nowadays, people are so impatient. If something doesn't work like in 2 hours, then they'll say, oh, that doesn't work. Let's move on to the next thing. You have to give things time to work. You have to be determined and persistent about reaching your goal. You have to be have confidence in what you're doing, because if you don't have confidence in what you're doing, nobody's going to have confidence in it. So now some more traits is thinking out of the box. What does that mean? Thinking out of the box. You don't do things the way other people do. Thinking out of the box. Come up with an idea that maybe, somebody else might think is far-fetched or is crazy, or, like for instance, Walt Disney. He came up with the Disneyland theme park, and back in those days, there wasn't any theme parks like that. So he was thinking out of the box. The other thing is take risks. What I've noticed about people with poor mindset, they are very scary. They don't want to take risks unless you can give them a guarantee. You can give them a guarantee, they'll take a risk. Nobody's going to give you a guarantee. You make money by taking risks. Nothing is guaranteed in life. You have to take risks in order to succeed. Be a visionary. A visionary is you know what will work and what will not. You can see where to go and how to get there. That's a person with original ideas about the future, what will and what will not work. When I was doing the affirmation, this affirmation for 90 days, it was, I am the great opulence of God, made visible in my hands and use. I was doing that during the day. And at nighttime, I was repeating like a lullaby, wealth, as I went off to sleep. God automatically opens my creativity and my visionary side even more. I already was a visionary and I already was very creative, but it really, really opened it up more. So affirmations, if you're not a creative, a visionary or creative, it's the same. There's affirmations that will help you open that part of you up. You need to be passionate about what you do. When I go in my office, in my business, I go like 9 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I don't come out of my office till 12 and 1 o'clock at night. I'm not tired at all. Not at all. I have more energy than what I had when I went in there at 9 o'clock. Why? Because I have passion about what I'm doing. And I love what I'm doing. When you love what you're doing and you have passion about it, it's not work at all. It's actually enjoyment. So you could do it all day long. Having passion about your career is doing something that you don't have to be paid for. You would do it whether you were being paid for it or not, because you have passion about it. You love it. So what is your passion? What actually was you meant to do? That's how you know what you're meant to do, what you came here to do, because of the passion. Look back to when you were a little kid. What is it that you had passion about when you were a little kid? And then you got older and you still have that passion, and that passion is still here with you, and you could do it and never get paid for it, and you could do it for hours and never get tired. What is that? That's how you come up with what is your passion. What is your career? What are you meant to do? Find the passion, and that'll lead you to what you're here to do. Have good work ethics. You can't go to work for yourself and then be in there for 5 hours and say, I'm tired, I'm going home now. I work for myself. I don't have to work all these hours. That is not good work ethics. You need to at least put in 8 full hour a day, even when you're working for yourself, even more so when you're working for yourself, because it's going to be more to do when you're working for yourself. So you have to have good work ethics. You need to be a leader and a team builder, because if you have a business, you're going to be building your departments. If you have like personnel, you're going to be building that department, or marketing, whatever the department is. And so you have to know how to be a team builder and a team leader. After all, you're the executive. You got to know how to lead your company. You have to be a good planner too, a strategy planner, when you're going to be planning, like doing strategies, like about your money and getting money, or marketing, or whatever you're doing. So you need to know how to be a good strategy planner. Failure. Some people want to give up as soon as they fail the first time. They can't go on. They say, well, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe I shouldn't have went into that business. And then they just totally give up. Don't give up when you fail. To me, when you fail, it's just telling you maybe what you're doing, you're going the wrong way. Just turn around and go another way. So, for instance, if you're doing a market strategy on a service or item or something, and it fails, that doesn't mean that the whole project is going to fail. It means that whatever strategy it is that you're working on for that particular project is not good. So make up another strategy. Simple as that. Failure is not a sign that, oh, I should just give up on everything. To me, failure is a sign of, let me really look at every area that I'm doing and make sure I have everything right. Something must be missing, or something I could do better. That's what failure means to me. Reevaluate everything that you're doing. Not quit and say, well, this will never work because I failed. I don't know I think that's somehow also attached to one's self-esteem. I really do. When you fail, it just automatically, you just feel bad about yourself and you don't want to continue to go on. That's a wealth mindset person don't have that. They're going to keep going on. Because why? Because they have persistence and determination. And they have confidence in what they're doing. You must have confidence in what you're doing, like I stated before. So don't give up because you fail. Just keep on going. Maybe that's what you're doing. You need to reevaluate and do something else. Kentucky Fried Chicken, the colonel who created Kentucky Fried Chicken, I can't remember exactly how many now, but he had about 20 some odd businesses before he even hit the chicken. He had failed in so many businesses. I think it was 20, might have been 30 businesses that he failed in, but he was persistent and he was determined and he continued to go. And when he made that chicken, that was his jackpot. You should actually look at that story of Kentucky Fried Chicken and see all the failures that he had before he created the chicken. If he had a fail, we never would have had that good old Colonel Chicken. So, and he had to change each business. It's not like he didn't start off with the chicken and try to perfect it. No, they were different. I think he had an insurance company. He had one company that caught on fire. He had different businesses that failed. And then he came into the chicken. And then the chicken was good, and then he began to perfect the chicken because people really liked the chicken. He knew he was on to something, began to perfect that, and then we had KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. But his is a good story to get motivation from. Because I think he was in his 60s, 64, I think, when he first, hit it big with the chicken. And he was so happy. Can you imagine? I think he had went through all his life since he was 16 years old trying to get a hit, in his business. And he never could. They all would fail. And then he finally got the chicken, and he was so happy that he got the chicken. Can you imagine that? Listen, his story is definitely persistence and determination. So you should look it up and read it. The Colonel, he made Kentucky Fried Chicken. The other thing is you should always give back. Always help those that's less fortunate than yourself. Don't get so big with your money that you forget where you came from. Always remember where you came from and go back and give to wherever it is. I can't tell you where to give, but whatever you want to give. But don't forget about the little people. Some people say don't forget about the little people when you become rich. Or remember, don't forget about people who struggle and who's still struggling financially when you become rich. Reach back and help them. Okay, so those are traits that rich people have and that you need to build. And if you already have them, you need to work on them to perfect them and make them even stronger. Those are traits that you need to build wealth. Okay, thank you for listening to The Patricia Show. Please don't forget to press subscribe and the like button and share. Share this video with someone who you think will enjoy it. Thank you. Have a good evening.